Hello and welcome back to the Cove with some more demo time with Lost in the Open. Well, we've fought a very difficult fight. We ended up losing one of our men, but we managed to replace him with a new mercenary. So I know, it's not the best, it's not the worst. We're about where we were before the fight. So either way, that is where we are today. However, we are in a very good position. We have a heap of money and decent provisions, and we're going to go ahead and move up to the trader. I think this is going to be in our best interests. We could go ahead and take a fight just to maybe boost up our experience a little bit. Is that worth doing? You know what? We might be able to level up Ken. That might be an alright thing. So you know what? Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll go to the battle, and then we'll head to the trader. And hopefully that will be a good enough plan. We'll head out of this bandit territory and hopefully we'll be okay. And we can see those enemy armies coming up on our heels. But either way, you hear a snap of a branch behind you and you feel your hair stand on end. Something stalks you. Alright, do we charge toward the sound or do we run? I don't really like either. I'd rather stand my ground, but we're going to go ahead and charge towards the sound. Okay, well, it's combat. But what are we fighting? That is the question. Alright, well, it looks like we're fairly well outnumbered here. Okay, yeah, 4 of them. No, wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Okay, we can only see the next 8 in initiative. Noted. Alright, we're not outflanked. That's a good sign. What are we dealing with? We've got an enforcer. Unpredictable. His initiative is fairly low, so I'm not too concerned about him. He won't overtake us at any point. But he does have the blunt impact for muddled. This guy, he has thanatophobic. Okay, death anxious effect. Witnessing an ally die remind him of their own mortality, reducing initiative by 4. Okay, that's a different thing. Let's see, who else have we got? We've got you. You are also scared of death. You can be a little bit lazy and not very high on initiative. That would make sense. And then you, my friend, are also sluggish. Alright, so nothing too ridiculous. We should be able to handle this fight. Let's go ahead and bring... Shall we bring the king up over here and then see if we can find position to fight these guys? Yeah, maybe we take on these first 3, then deal with the others. Yeah, either that or do we swing up over here and try and take care of the bigger enemy first? You know what? I think that actually might be our play here. Yeah, he's the only one with some real skill. Let's make sure that he doesn't get the chance to use it. Let's bring you on up. We'll end our turn there. Our next fellow, let's march on up and see if we can start to get a bit of a flank going. That'll be a-okay. Everybody else, let's go. I think we move over here. They might be able to catch up, but I don't think they'll have enough. But we should be able to control the battlefield a little. And then... do we maintain that facing? I think we do. And then you, my friend, let's travel... let's move on up over there. Yeah, we don't want to get too far separated from our party. And we definitely don't want to take on 3 at once. That would be far less than ideal. Alright, a little bit of damage there. Not too concerned about that. Oh, he has potentially got our flank, so we do need to finish up with the others quickly. And the slow fellow... okay, he's going to fight there. We can get some pretty good attacks right here. Let's go ahead and move on. Ooh. Let's see. This would leave us with 16. We get 3/4 of our first attack back because we have not got... because we didn't attack on the last turn. Let's see. That'll be about an extra what? We'll say we get 6 back. 6 and 6 there. That leaves us 12. That leaves us with 10. That'll be enough for an extra attack. Yeah, I think this is the way that we go here. Let's go ahead and move on up. we're going to see what we can do. Oh, and it looks like he's our last one to go. Oh yes, his initiative has been debuffed from him on that last turn. Alright, let's see if this is enough. Let's go ahead and open up with a very, very heavy hit. 34 to 52. Ouch, 63, but it looks like his armor breaking consumes all of that. We'll go ahead and take a second strike. 81 points of damage. Very, very nice. When does he get a turn? He goes last. Okay, I think we can finish him off. Let's go ahead and face... When do you have a turn? You... in a second. You're not going to be able to kill him over there. You know what? I think we're going to be in a good enough position. Let's just go ahead and step around. Yeah, and then we'll maybe face this direction. That would give him our side. I don't know. That could be a little bit dangerous. Let's maybe go... If we face there... It doesn't do too much. I think this is going to have to be what we go with. Yeah, although he might be able to potentially move up. You know what? Never mind. We're going to go ahead and engage over here. He doesn't get attack of opportunity because we're not on those front three sides. And we're going to hope that he has enough to move up here and stab him in the back. Alright, everybody else. Let's go ahead and, what to do? Well, we could take a block. That wouldn't necessarily be the worst. Could go ahead and start, trying to knock him down a peg. Yeah, there we go. We'll go ahead and we'll swing first. We'll swing a second time, and then... Do we block? You know what? I think we're going to go ahead and block here, and we're going to face across here. Just in case we start getting attacked from multiple sides, I want as much defense as possible. Alright, you there. That leaves you with 8. We can get 30... Oh, can we do that? Oh, we're going to be close. We are going to be very close. Alright, well, you know what? It's just going to have to be what it is. Not quite the critical we needed, but it will do. Let's just change our facing just in case he tries to reposition on our king or something to that extent. Alright. Well, the king's doing a good job there. He's dodging and blocking over here. The other fellas... Oh, they're moving in. Okay. Alright, I think we've got an alright spot here. He's only got 11 health left. We can do 8 to 12. This could be a kill. We could throw a dagger, but I don't think that's really going to work. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. It's one hit. And they're now a little death anxious. Fantastic. So, how much stamina does that leave us with? 8. Not enough to do anything. Let's go ahead and start repositioning. I think we'll go up over there, and that will have to be good enough. Alright. Back to the king. Let's start with a slash. There we go. 30 on that crit. That is very nice. Let's follow up with a second. And we can... Oh, down to 22. Hang on a second. So, heroic strike. Let's see. 8 to 12. No, that's not going to be good enough. Alright. Let's see if we can get the kill here. Oh, and we can, so that should hopefully... Oh. Okay, I guess they're already death anxious. That's not going to change much here. Alright, well... I suppose that will be good enough. Let's end our turn there. Let's bring you up and around. Oh, hang on a second. What do we need? 10? We could throw a dagger from the side... We could maybe take 2 attacks from over here, and I think that's going to have to be what we do. Yeah. We'll just engage him and make sure that he doesn't try and flank our king. Alright, swing and a miss. I'll accept it. As for you guys, let's go ahead and... You know what, maybe we go ahead and provoke this fellow so he doesn't aim at our king. We've got some pretty decent armor here. That should be okay. Yeah, there we go. And then let's just continue on hitting him. And that's all we can afford. Alright, you there. Let's go. I really don't want to hit into this, but it's not like it's going to change that much. One attack though, it's not great. Let's maybe go ahead and reposition around to his flank. And it's going to cost us a bit of movement, but as you can see, he either faces us, gets attacked, faces him, gets attacked, and we have the side. Or if he goes for the king, we can go ahead and then step him in the back, which would be very dangerous, and if he moves at all three of us will get an attack of opportunity. Alright, that's exactly what we want. Alright. Swinging at the king, and he is missing immensely. Ooh, we've lost out on the last of our armor, but we should be okay. Let's go ahead and... Well, you know what? He's the weakest. Let's go ahead and make sure that he is going to go down. Oh. And 2 swings and 2 misses. That's very, very bad. Alright, well, let's change our facing and end our turn there. You there. Let's go with a slice. This guy's got some serious dodge. What's going on with him? Dodge rating is only 10. Huh. Well, he's doing well. Let's go. Let's see. I guess we just keep on, we'll take out the first target first, hey? Yeah, our damage doesn't really change too much, although we have a slightly better damage bracket on this second guy. What's going on there? Provoked? No? Oh well, I'll take what I can get. Let's go ahead and, ooh, 18 and 12. Another 12, that's pretty decent. Sure, let's end our turn there. Alright, let's go ahead and... 95, you know, let's go with a technical strike. Make sure that our buddy here doesn't get hit too heavily. And there we go, 75% there, and then... You know what, let's provoke him as well, just to help protect our squad. That'll be what we do there. Alright. Again, it's not like armor is a huge issue if we burn through some of it. We get it back for free at the end of every fight. And man, what a jerk. He kept on aiming at him nonetheless. Alright, well, that's fine. Let's see if we can put some damage on. 72% for a very solid hit. That's 1. And almost a kill. Let's just go ahead and rotate back into fighting formation. You there, let's get your revenge. We'll kill him off, and then we have enough to throw a dagger. Not quite far enough. Okay, hang on. No, let's move 1 tile. Can we throw a dagger now? Yes, we can. 70% chance to hit for 5 to 7. That'll do. And that also means we can keep him nice and protected as we move everybody else up. Let's go ahead and... well, we'll do what we can. Alright, and he is dealt with. Let's go ahead and face this way. That will be good. Alright, and our final friend, let's bring him... Ooh, 6, you know what? That's just enough for a single attack, and that's going to hurt him quite substantially. Excellent work. Alright, I don't see this guy going very far. We've got him blockaded by 2 very strong soldiers. Lots of armor, very little trouble for us. Let's bring the king around to his side flank there. Should be able to get a solid attack there, although if we attack head on we could get 2 swings, but I think this is going to be more profitable. Yeah, there we go. That will do quite nicely. Oh yes, and of course we got that stamina refund because we didn't attack on the last turn. Alright, dagger cannot be thrown, but I think we're going to finish him off, so let's just bring you on up. Can we get to... I really want this guy to get the kill so we can get the level up. Oh well, it just is what it is. Participate nonetheless. It's better than nothing. Alright, everybody else, let's just go ahead and make sure that he goes down. Yeah, there we are. That's the killing blow. Alright, so... Oh, everybody did actually get a kill, and Grunt got 2 of them. Right, I forgot he threw that dagger as well. Alright, excellent. So that is a level up. Everybody else gains some good experience. He gains the most, which is what we desperately needed. Not bad. Okay, so what comes next? You slay the last of your pursuers and rummage through their belongings. 31 gold, 8 materials, 2 medical supplies, and 29 provisions. Alright, well that is nice. We definitely do want to boost up our medical supplies. Just means that we keep on healing up nicely. As for Ken, you have some new skills. So we can pick up Quick Blade, deal damage equal to the difference between your initiative and the target's initiative with basic attacks against targets that haven't yet acted this turn. That could be nice. We could pick up some learning so we can squeeze through a few of our abilities a little bit quicker. Let's see, Gushing Wound. On hit, apply bleeding. A bleeding deals 40% or 4 damage per turn. Each time the affected unit takes damage, attacks, uses an ability or moves, the bleed's damage increases by 5% with a minimum of 1. Lasts for 2 turns. You know what, that's not bad at all. Lots of stamina though. And then we can also go for some evasion here. Focus on your footwork. On use of evasion by the user, evasion increases a unit's dodge rating by 20 for a single turn. Wow, okay, so let's just wait a second first. Let's see what we have. I'm thinking that we might end up... What do we go for? Quick Blade could be fun. Boosting up our damage isn't bad. Our damage is 10. That wound there, applying bleeding, could be very useful. That's an extra 8 damage, which realistically is more than... Yeah, look, you know what? Let's go ahead and pick this up and we'll see if we can make that work for us. Let's try out a new ability. So what have we got? We can bleed damage when the target unit is struck is increased from 5 to 20%. Wow, that's a lot. Either that or we could go ahead and the ability of Bleed's effect is increased in damage if the affected unit attacks, uses an ability or moves. So bonus accuracy. Yeah, that would also cut down on our cooldown. Our accuracy would go up, and then bleed damage to the target unit when the target unit is struck or takes an action is increased from 5 to 10. Though this one here could boost the duration, cut down on the stamina. You know what? I think we're going to go ahead and boost this up. I'm sure there's other ways we can increase our accuracy, so it's not the be-all and end-all. I think we go ahead and we see what we can do here. Let's work on that. That's very nice. Alright, so with that out of the way, what can we do? We can go to a recruiting event or the trader. We're going to head to the trader. We have 300 odd gold and need to spend some of that. It's burning quite a hole in my pocket. So you see a blockade ahead of you and prepare to confront bandits. However, as you get closer, instead of you seeing the bandits dead, a few Polyomians rest casually, and as a traveling blacksmith and a figure draped in robes speak in front of the blockade. As you approach, you hear the merchant thanking the robbed man for having his men clear the blockade. The robbed man spots you and invites you to converse. Alright, sure, let's go ahead and trade. The men speak as you trade. They remark on how troublesome these blockades have become and that never have the bandits of Temkau been so organized. Makes me think that there's some money being thrown their way to be a bit of a hassle. But either way, let us have a look at what's available. We have a syndicate option here, so we can pick up some new core tactics. We do have some leadership points that we should probably try and invest. So what have we got here? New recruits are granted 20% bonus damage, 3 initiative and 15 critical rating during the first 3 engagements. It's not bad. An extra level upon recruitment isn't terrible. 2 skill points on recruitment, and each new recruit a random perk. Well, that would have been nice a long time ago, but I don't think it's going to change too much now. What about this? Legacy of Blood. For every 2 enemies struck down by the king, all allied units are granted a permanent 1% maximum health increase up to 15 kills. Ah, a permanent, so that's not bad. And when the king has struck down 0 enemy units, no further bonuses are granted after 15 units are struck down. Hang on a second. Struck down 0, no further bonuses are granted. Okay, and current bonus is at 0%. We could also go ahead and gain damage increase. Every 2 units struck down by the king also gain extra stamina, and increases the maximum kill count of Legacy Blood from 15 to 30. So I guess the more that the king kills, the more that our friends get bonuses. Alright, what else have we got? Focused Volley. During an allied unit's turn, their ranged attacks make their target unit more vulnerable, granting 6% bonus damage to ranged attacks against them. We don't have anyone with that, so that's not super useful. Coordinated Assault. Attacks made by ranged units increase their allied melee. Oh, wait a second. We're the guy with the knife throwing, so I guess technically... okay, let's just see. Let's just go back for a second. So if we picked up the Focused Volley, increasing the accuracy rating of ranged attacks against them by 6, increase the range of allied ranged units by 1. At the end of each round, allied ranged units will attempt to shoot at the enemy who has been struck by ranged attacks. Burn the most, focusing on fire. That's not bad. And then what's this last one? As I said, Coordinated Assault. Hitting enemies with both a melee and ranged attack reduces their protection by 10. Both attack types must hit the unit for the effect to be applied successively. Okay. Allied unit that activates combined effort is granted a Quick Strike. Quick Strike makes a unit's next basic attack cost no stamina, but at a cost of 50% damage reduction to the attack's damage. This can be triggered once per turn, and then increase the accuracy rating bonus from ranged to melee attacks from 5 to 10. Alright, what else have we got? Improved retention. Experience rating of all people is increased by 15. You know what, that's an easy purchase. Extra XP is always the way to go. And then the king is granted 35% increased overworld vision range when this insight is learnt, and whenever a unit is recruited, ends when moving to a new location. Learn everything new recruits have to offer you. When this insight is learnt and whenever a unit is recruited. I'm not sure if that's going to help us right here, but it's good to know. Do we want anything? Maybe we pick up the Effective Employer. It could be useful for a little bit. It's not like our people cannot die off. But again, they're not exactly new recruits either. You know what? For 16 gold, I guess we can learn a little bit of things around us. We'll go ahead and pay for that. It's easy money to learn a little bit more. As for everything else, what have we got? We have some bonuses we could go for. We could upgrade our weapon. Yeah, that could be good. Ooh, we've got a lot of good choices here, actually. Yeah, so from 60 to 73 or 60 to 72, we've got a couple of good potential, although we've got very limited materials. Who do we want to boost up first? The sword we might try and upgrade. Let's see. A keen edge wouldn't be bad. Heavy weapon weight. Each attack increases stamina for all abilities by 1 for 2 turns. Serrated edge, if they have no armor, we do bonus damage, extra bleeding, a better crossguard for armor rating and parry damage. That's not bad. Alright, well, I think what we'll do is, we could purchase this, but that would literally be almost all of our, yeah, that'll leave us with 2 materials. Let's see, so purchasing this upgrade, of him and his company's outfit equipment. Okay, at every 3rd tier, the number of attributes increases by 1. Oh, so we can add on more things as we level up. Oh, that could be interesting. Same thing for the weapons, although, yeah, for the company and also that's maybe why it's so jolly expensive. Alright, you know, let's go for the weapon upgrade. Yeah, increases attribute bonuses of all outfit equipment by 60 to 72%. I think that should be okay. Yeah, unless, you know, we can upgrade our weapon here. Could upgrade the weapon there. Upgrade the weapon as well as the armor. Oh, you know what? I'm really not sure if this is worth it. I think it is in the long term, but right now I want some basic stuff here. So, you know what? We're going to go ahead and focus on what we've got. Let's see. Right now we've got some good armor penetration here. So what could we take? We could take a heavy weapon attachment for extra damage. Stamina for these things, 8 and 5. But that damage output is immense. No, I don't think it's worth it. We're going to ignore that for now, unfortunately. We do have the sword. Let's go with the... if the armor unit... if the unit's armor is depleted, 30% bonus damage. Yeah, let's go ahead and give that maybe a serrated edge. Actually, our armor rating is also particularly low. No, maybe we can give that to him. Yeah, we'll boost up our armor rating. That seems ideal. And then, can we boost it up further? Block rating, armor efficiency. Block rating +7, max stamina +2, shield, but it doesn't have a shield. That's not going to work. Let's maybe go with the... Well, we could go for the damage here, counterbalance. Yeah, once per round when blocking an attack, immediately perform a retaliatory strike. Sure, we'll go ahead and we'll equip that there. Let's see about you. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and throw on the serrated edge. I think that's definitely the best place to go. Yeah, critical could be good, but I think cutting through health is more important. And then let's see, what else have we got? Your armor's good, your weapon is fine. Actually, hang on a second. Do we have... Yeah, we do have a shield. Oh no, we're short on materials, so we can't add on that extra block rating and stamina. That would have been very nice. If we block an attack, gain extra stamina. I guess then with the king, we're already all sorted there. Alright, well, I guess that's going to about do it. Yeah, none of these ranged ones are really taking my focus here. I don't know if there's that much we can really make the most of. I'm tempted to take this just for the amount of kills, but I think it could be... Yeah, you know what? Never mind. We're going to pick it up. We've got to take something at some point. Sure, we're going to go ahead and see how we go in the fight. We'll even go ahead and we'll pick up the damage bonus. Sure, so we'll go ahead and close that. Let's bring up his leadership. This is our first skill. For every 2 units struck down by the king, allied units also gain 1% damage increase. Yeah, there we go. We'll see how that goes. We'll save the rest of our leadership points for now. Although stamina could be good, but 1% is fairly nominal. Yeah, we'll just leave that there for now. Alright, so on to the next one. Let's find... Yeah, let's put a little bit of distance between us. Let's go ahead and move up and take a battle. And we'll see what else remains. Ooh. Okay, a voice calls out behind you. You turn around to face it, and you find a bandit party leading a Strathian patrol. A bandit's finger is pointed toward you. You watch an exchange of coin between the Strathians and bandits. Then both parties approach you, weapons drawn. Alright, well, you know what? We can offer the bandits coin, and I think that might make our fight a little bit easier. So you know what? I think that's acceptable. I don't really want to have to fight some proper soldiers and bandits at the same time. Let's make half of our problem go away. The bandits laugh. One calls you out and says they have been told you might make such an offer. The parties close in on you. Well, it was worth a try. Alright, at least we don't lose any money. Alright, what are we fighting? We have a brute. Okay, we know that those guys can be a little bit of a pain. Some grunts, a swordsman. Now that is a new unit we have not fought before. You can see by the armor, you can tell which faction they belong to. Very nice little details. Let's see, armor proficiency. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, and damage isn't too bad. What about anybody else? He is irritable. When this character misses an attack, reduce their accuracy rating by 3 for 1 turn. The effect stacks. Okay, that's good. And then this guy, he is melee averse, so if we get into melee and he does anything, we can get an attack. He's also got up to 30% more damage within 1 tile of an opponent, decreasing by 5% per tile of distance, so as further away we are, the less damage they do. And he is prone to mishaps, more likely to get criticaled. Alright, well, there's just the 5 of them I see. Let's go ahead and move. I really want to get rid of this arbalist. He's going to be an absolute pain in my side if we don't deal with him quickly. Alright, well, you know what? We're going to go ahead and move on up, and we'll see what we can come up with. Let's go ahead and move on there. We'll take position here. Let's move up over there. We'll see if we can yeah, potentially close the gap. Let's maybe swing across a little bit. You, my friend, let's move. Do we move into melee? I'm going to try and regroup you over here. So I think you are probably best suited up there, just to kind of, yeah, change, give them some different options that they have to deal with. And then you, my friend, let's move you. I don't really want you to take all of the hits, but I guess that just might be what happens. Alright, maybe we can quickly outflank some of the others. Alright, so these guys are unfortunately going to coat their weapons and move up. You are unable to attack. You will take in a couple of hits. The arbalist is... Oh, he can apply burning? Now that is undesirable. That is very undesirable. Alright, so what does burning do? 4 damage at the start of their turn. 2 is dealt to all adjacent units at the end of this unit's turn. Oh wow, so he's going to penalize us for sure. Okay, we need to move away from that. Let's go... Alright, we could try and stab him in the back. I don't know if that's necessarily the best call. Adjacent, does he mean diagonally, orthogonally, or just in general? Oh, this could be a bit of a pickle. Alright, you know what? We're going to leave you there. We're going to try and outflank this guy, kill him off, and then move over there. Over here, we need to protect our friend. So we're going to move over here so we don't take the fire damage. And... yeah, we'll move on up. What do we see? Damage is 13. This guy's damage is 10. He's scatterbrained, so less accuracy, less initiative. I think we can probably let him go. We'll ignore him, whereas this guy... Oh, he's fatigued, so less stamina on next turn. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and... let's see if we can take away his armor. There we go, that'll do nicely. And then we still have enough for a heroic strike, so I guess we may as well put that down and make sure that some damage is done. Alright, so he's on fire. No good there, but it is what it is. We do have a gushing wound. What's that, 70% to hit? It's not the worst. We could make him suffer a little. You know what? Let's give it a go. I think it's worth a try. And we missed. Alright, well, at least we broke through his armor. Let's also maybe just shuffle across just to... Oh, no. Shuffle across one. There we go. Just that way we're not too out in the open. You there. Let's go ahead and stand behind him and, well, 18, 54. We could taunt. Try and protect him a little. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. There's nothing else we can do, so we may as well. Let's provoke him and then, yeah, we'll end our turn there. Alright, as for their side... Oh, wait, no, we have a little bit left to do. Let's focus in on... Damage is 11, 13... I think we go ahead and we just try and take him down a notch. Yeah, we're just going to go for as much damage as we can do. There we go, that will be sufficient. Let's reposition there so we're protected. Yeah, we'll just take what we can. Alright, so it looks like our taunt has worked. We don't quite get the shot to his back in the future, but we're also not... Oh, okay, well, alright. Annoying. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Let's see if we can... Nope. No. Alright, well that sucks. That was not very much damage at all. Let's go... Could we throw a dagger at this dude? Would that help? Probably not. Yeah, we're not going to be able to throw that at anyone in particular. 56%, 80%, 80%. It's just not worth it. Let's just attack this guy. And I guess we turn back around. Yep. There we go. Alright, as for you, my friend, let's see about you killing him off. And then, you know, let's see if we can get the... Oh no, we're not going to go for the flank. We're going to go to get within melee. That way, if he does anything, we can get some damage on him. That is... Yeah, that's the best course of action right there. And I think we might even go ahead and rotate. Just that little bit in case he moves up at all. I don't think he will, but... We'll see. Alright, as for you, 73. Can we kill him off this turn? I do severely doubt it. Let's see, what have you got? Empty ammo. No more ammunition left. Oh, they've got to reload. Okay, well that's fine. Let's go with maybe a... I'm thinking this guy's going to have the effect of... Oh no, he doesn't have that stamina loss anymore. I was going to say maybe we go for a technical strike on him just so he does less damage. But realistically, I'd rather kill him off so we have one less problem. But that's not going to change much of much. Dearie me. Okay, we can get either 3 attacks, potentially doing up to 36. If only the king didn't miss, that would have been much better off. Let's see, 79%, 78. I think we just go for the more or less guaranteed sort of thing. You never know, we could have got a critical. That would have been particularly nice, but oh well. Alright. Oh, we got that that attack of opportunity. That was nice. The king's taking a little bit of a hit, but that's okay. We did get a swing at the arbalist. He's bleeding. Alright, let's see if we can... Oh, we can't quite go for the heroic strike, but regardless, let's get the kill. There we have it. Alright, and let's go ahead and... I guess we can target him, and once more, there we go. That will be sufficient. We're not going to move any further. You there. Let's aim... Oh, you're no longer burning. That's ideal. Let's attack... Ooh, actually, you know, we could be in a little bit of a spot of bother. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and... If we move here, that'll cost us 4. We need 10, so that would then... Yeah, okay. We make a swing, which he parried, unfortunately. We're now going to retreat. He will get an attack of opportunity, but I would rather not get caught up. Actually, you know what? Oh, we couldn't... we could... Oh, what do we call it? Do the thing, making him fight at us. But there's not much else we could do, and then we could maybe throw a dagger. Oh, you know what? Never mind. We're just going to go ahead and try and burn through his armor. You, my friend, are going to move on up. Oh, and we cannot provoke. Okay, that is a little bit of an issue. But that's okay. We'll move up here. And we will stab him in the back. Ooh, beautiful critical. Not quite 2 in a row, but we did muddle him, and that is going to be phenomenal. We can get an attack of opportunity on this clown, so maybe. And then you... Oh, you know what? We still have armor. You know what? This will be fine. Let's go ahead and we'll provoke you over here, just to try and save our friend. And then let's raise our shield. Yeah, I reckon that's what we do. Wait, we still have an extra 6 we can use, so you know what, that's, hang on a second, how much have we got? We have 12, okay, so we definitely do have 2. We'll attack his side first. See if we can, sink that blade there, and then, you are going to protect. Alright. Aiming at the king, and abysmally doing so. Oh, critical for 48. Unfortunately, that just breaks his armor, so it doesn't carry through to his health. Let's go. We're fine. We're gonna go ahead and see if we can cut him down. 30 is good. 16 is not too bad. We will turn around, but that seems to be all. Yeah, one more turn and we can get that heroic strike back in play. Let's see, can we throw a dagger there? That would take him down to 11. Yeah, I reckon it's probably worth it. Maybe we can, actually, you know what? No, let's just focus in on him. If we can get him low enough, we might be able to stab him in the back, and that is worth it to me. Alright, you there. You are going next. Can you do 13 points of damage? You probably can, but unfortunately we're going to take an attack of opportunity. You know what? I think it's worth it. We have the armor. Let's go ahead and move on up. Oh, and we dodged. Very nice. Oh, not quite the backstabby I was looking for. Alright, he's down. And you know what? We still have... No, we don't. We do not have enough for anything else. Do we trust our friend to get 13 damage? I hope so. I really hope so. Oh, we have 2 friends. Never mind. We're all good. Oh, good job there. Alright, let's shuffle on up and, let's see. 6 stamina left. We can stab him in the side. That will do splendidly. Beautiful crit. And, what's he gonna do? Run away? Yes, he is. Alright, please don't target our friend without the armor. That would be a little unfortunate. Alright, behind we go. Let's stab him in the back, and 81 points of damage. My goodness. Well, we got 2 kills, so let's see if that's boosted up our bonuses thanks to that new trait. Oh boy. Alright, well that's that. You defeat the Strathians and bandits, you search their bodies before moving on. 16 gold, 5 materials, 2 medical, and 24 provisions. Excellent. Alright, getting closer to the next level, I'm looking forward to that. Unknown events, there is a threshold event. You are close to one of Temkau's regional borders, a place to compose yourself. Okay, well that's not bad. You here, you're looking pretty beaten up. I think we need to go ahead and give you some bandages. Yeah, we need to make sure that you heal up. I don't want to lose anyone unnecessarily. Oh, and we also have forge gloves. Oh, okay, so extra accuracy and protection rating. Oh, I should have looked at that earlier. I can't believe I missed that. Alright, so accuracy and protection. Well, it wouldn't hurt to give that to you. Your accuracy's not the greatest, your armor's not the greatest. I think that's the way we go. Yeah, we're gonna give him the forge gloves. Excellent. Alright, well, could have done that sooner. Alright, but either way, they're still making their way up and around the area, so I think what we'll do is maybe go pick up the unknown event, head over to the battle, and then we can head to the threshold and maybe scoot up a little bit faster. Yeah, I think that's reasonable, but at least if we go here we have a rough idea of what's around us. Alright, the smell of ash in the air brings you to the husk of a small cottage. It's blackened remained, surrounded by a circle of ash. As we investigate, you step into the ruins through what could have once been a doorway. The disturbed ash blooms at your ankles with each step. The home has collapsed in on itself, hiding anything of value under the rubble. Well, let's search through the debris. With time and effort, you clear out the wreckage of the cottage. The fire destroyed almost everything, but you find a few materials that could be reused. 23 materials, and that is not a small amount either. In the corner of the cottage are the charred remains of 2 embracing bodies, reduced to a single blackened form. You wonder what they did to bring this upon them. Wow. You step foot out of the ash of the cottage and return to the forest. Well, that's unfortunate for them, but it is what it is. Let's head over here. We'll go ahead and take the battle, and then I guess we go ahead and check out the threshold? Yeah, I think that's exactly what we'll do. Alright. You find a camp, which at first you believe to be abandoned, only to see bandits not much further into the forest gathering firewood. Well, we can use the camp to gain a combat advantage or ambush the bandits. I think we'll go ahead and take a slight advantage. Positioning yourself in the camp, you call out towards the bandits. Angered that someone has claimed their territory, they charge towards you, weapons brandished. Well, it's nice to know that we've got the defensive bonus for once. Very seldom do we achieve such things. Alright, so, alright, we do have a few things here. We do have that Swift Striker. Oh, in fact, you know what? That's probably what we got earlier. And got some extra attacks. Right, of course. Alright, so, first things first, you're moving. You are just a good old grunt. Some shield training, he's agile, got some dodge. But we can work on that. You, up over here, an archer. You are melee averse, which we know well. A swift shooter, so each successful hit grants this unit 1 stamina on the next turn. Fleet-footed. Ooh, once per turn, take a step back when an enemy enters your zone of control. And he is inspired. Gain 1 initiative and 2 critical rating for each higher level unit within 4 tiles. Okay. Noted. And then, who else have we got? We have, oh, you down here who I missed. Partially blind, that's A-OK. And you, who is a spearman, who is volatile. Okay, so either good or bad for his critical, but nothing too ridiculous. Okay, so first things first, we have our king. Do we want to try and take out that archer nice and swiftly? We have the advantage. Oh, there's even this dude down over here. What's he got? Blunt impact for muddled. Yeah, okay. Let's leave him be. Let's go... We can probably get pretty close to him. Let's race up. I think we'll go ahead and move... Oh, wait a second. You could probably make it there as well. Yeah, let's just move here. We'll go ahead and focus in on the archer. Alright, as for you, my friend, let's just move you up and across. Again, they're scattered out, so I'm not too worried about their positioning. They can move up, but they're not going to be able to affect us too much. Oh, he's taking shots, and he's doing alright, unfortunately. That sucks. Alright, you know what? Let's move up as far as we can and give him nowhere to run. Yeah, that'll do. And let's just turn to face that way. Alright, and you are no longer able to get to where I wanted you to be able to go. Alright, and we have to go around friendly units too. Alright, well then... Let's see, who are the last two? You and you. Alright, let's move here. We'll blockade this position, I suppose. And we'll take... What do we do? Technical strike? Just burn through his armor, maybe? Yeah, let's go ahead and just burn through his armor if possible. There we go, that'll do nicely. Nothing else can really be done. So let's just turn and defend that little gap. Alright, let them close on in. Oh, and wait a second, is that an extra one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, no, we definitely knew of them. Let's head over here. Let's see, 6. That's not going to quite get us where we want to go. We could take a hit on him. That would be very unfortunate for them. That would leave us open to that archer, which I don't really want. Alright, you never know. If they try and run away, maybe we get an attack of opportunity, and he has not travelled anywhere. Ha 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 ha. Alright, well... darn it. We're actually not in a position to do anything. Let's rotate ever so slightly. That's our turn there. Let's bring you up over here so we can at least start to deal with some of these troubles. Yeah. Maybe, actually, you know what? Maybe we protect our friend here. Yeah, let's move over there, and then let's go ahead and throw a dagger. That's probably a good plan. Yeah, let's see if we can... Oh, no, never mind. Can do something, but I guess that'll have to do. Let's go ahead and face this way as the enemies come on in. Alright, we'll try and get them into a position where they can't make too much of their... spot. Oh, 58 damage. Good critical there. Alright, can we finish him off? 36. Oh, he's not getting another turn till next round, so you know what? I think what we'll do is we'll leave him to the king. We'll travel over here, and we're going to start, yeah, causing him some major problems. There we go. Say goodbye to your armor. And we can even throw on the muddled... I suppose we may as well... I guess we may as well provoke. Yeah, that way we can at least take some of the heat off him. He'll deal one-on-one, and then he'll have these two, but by then we should be able to swing around. That's the plan, anyway. Alright, so, let's go ahead and... Let's just slice and dice and see what we can do. 85% is much better chances to hit. So I guess we'll take that. And let's realign. Alright. Parried. I'll take it. He's got some bonuses there. And this guy's moving up nice and slow, which is what we want to see. Alright, so let's move on up one tile. He backs up. We move forwards another tile. And let's take a swing. Yeah. 32. Do we go for this heroic strike? Demoralize enemies within 2 tiles of them. That's... I don't think that's going to count. But it does give us some extra stuff, but I don't think it's going to work. Let's just go for the... but it's a higher percentage, so we're more likely to get the kill. never mind. You got to do what you got to do. We need to make sure that the enemies are going down, so it's worth it. Alright, as for you, we can't do too much. Let's go for maybe a gushing wound and see if we can damage him. 80% is pretty good. That will work. Some bleeding there will do immensely well. Dodge there. Alright. We'll hold still. Alright, his armor still holds. Let's see about... you know what? 16. We can probably get the kill if we attack him from behind, so I think it's worth... 18 to 21. Yeah, I think it's... The extra damage that we will do from being back here is definitely worth it. Yeah, look at that, up to 27. That's much better. We'll see if we can get it. A critical would be lovely, but, you know, we can only do with what we can. And you know what? We'll even move one tile further forwards. Just to make sure that, yeah, he's definitely caught out. And we're a little bit closer to the other enemies on the next turn. You there, friend. Let's go... let's go for a kill. Alright, that will work. And then let's see, how much do we have? 26. How much do you do? 12 damage. You know what? That's actually not bad at all, considering he is a regular soldier. Let's see about maybe... I think we might raise our shield. Yeah, just protect ourselves with our armor a little bit more, and we'll, yeah, pick an appropriate facing there. Oh, come on. Let's face this. Can we do this? There we go. That's better. Alright, so he takes bleeding damage because he's taking actions, which is phenomenal. He does need some better health, so let's sprint behind him. Yeah, we'll put him in a very compromised situation. You there, my friend. Part of me says we should probably get you out of combat, but there's not much we can do for now. Yeah. Alright, just take a couple of swings. And that is what it is. And you know what? Let's go ahead and change our facing just to be on the safe side. Nothing can attack us from over there. That'll have to do. Alright, taking shots at the king is a bold maneuver, but not one that's going to get him far. You, my friend, cannot get close enough to attack. Let's see, 98. He's definitely going to survive, so the king can probably kill him. Let's go ahead and move up over here. Yeah, unfortunately, we just can't quite get to our friend. I may have put him in a bit of a spot of bother. I'm hoping I wasn't too wrong. Oh, and we're not even facing him properly. That's my fault there. I didn't... that's quite shameful on my end. Alright, you know what? We're going to go ahead and take an attack. We're going to protect our friend. Yep, we've now opened up all sorts of stupidity to ourselves, but it is what it is. 9 damage, 10 damage. He's bleeding. Let's go ahead and provoke. Let's see. I guess we can provoke you. And then that's about all we can do. Alright, well, that's definitely not good for me. He's in a bad way. Alright, we definitely need the kill here if possible. Let's see if we could get it if we're lucky. You know what? We will get a refund. Is it just worth moving over here? That'll cost us 4. We can still get 2 attacks, but nothing else. I think we stay where we are and go for broke. And that did abysmally. Alright, well, you're in trouble. You're in lots of trouble. Let's back on... Oh, wait a second. We'll back up in a second. We'll take a swing at the guy who's mostly hurt. Yeah, that'll leave us with 8. Oh, and he dodged that too. Alright, that's 2 attacks of opportunity. We're we're gonna get stabbed in the back for sure. I think I've accidentally killed Ken. That's not what I wanted. Oh no. He's focusing here at least. Yeah, we have to make sure that we get a kill here. Let's move. Let's see, 6. Yeah, it's enough to make 2 attacks from there. It is what it is. I know we're getting hit, but it's a necessity if we're going to try and save Ken. So that'll do. In fact, we'll go ahead and shuffle up there just to be safe. Alright, and then you, let's go ahead and we'll go with a technical strike just to minimize his damage, which we've added. And then let's go ahead and do that. And I think that's all. Alright. Oh, 6, 8, and another 8. You know what? That enfeebled definitely saved Ken's life. That is phenomenal news. Alright. Let's just go ahead and do some damage there. We'll take what we can get. Oh, we've missed this. No, Ken! Really? Really, really? Alright, fine. Alright, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do what we can. We're going to swing and apparently miss quite triumphantly. Yeah, that's our turn there. Let's just go ahead and attack. We can whittle them down. That's just so unfortunate. I hope we don't lose the equipment. Oh no, he might have lived. What was his... Oh, his tenacity rating was 75, so that's likely that he'll live. Just grievously wounded. Alright, I'm less upset with how things are. Let's quickly bring you across over here. You can go ahead and just start doing what you can do. Yep, that's all we can afford. All of our attacks. He's down to 1 health. It's not going to take much for the kill. Let's bring the king on in and see if he can finish this thing. Excellent. Wow. So Grunt Ken is injured but alive at 9 HP. Whew. Alright, well, the king has gained a stack of experience there. 48, 34, and 32. Yeah, man, I can't believe we lost our position there. That was... I knew we got ourselves into trouble when we moved around that little... between those final 3, but, well, sometimes you can't change too much. You emerge the victor and the spoils of combat are yours to take. You gain 26 gold, 11 materials, and provisions. Alright, so, what to do? You, my friend. So, 4 hours and 38 minutes until the injury becomes permanent? Oh wait, we can treat that with medical supplies. That is absolutely worth doing. While in an injured state, this unit cannot improve. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and treat that. This unit will recover in 1 hour 48. Okay, I don't know what that necessarily means, but alrighty. Yeah, so he's injured. A unit becomes injured when struck down in combat. Injuries significantly impair a unit's ability to perform during battle, and without treatment, these injuries become marred, permanent, and more debilitating. When an injured or marred unit's health is brought down to 0 again, they perish. Ooh, so we really need to keep him away from all sorts of trouble. Alright, well, just for a little bit at least. Okay, so let's see. Oh, you know what? He's at 9 health. He's at 9 health. Let's see if we travel back and forth, if we can fix, if we regain a little bit of health. Yeah, so his health does it does return. We know that we've been there. I think we might try and maybe, let's move back down again and see if we can buff up our health a little bit more. Yes, we are letting the enemy approach, but technically we are reforming our strength, which is highly, highly necessary. Alright, how's your health now? 30? That's not good, but it is what it is. Let's see, how long is he sick for? 49 minutes. Okay, so I reckon we can go there and back again and we'll no longer be injured. Yeah, it's a little bit of a test to see how long he's out for. Yeah, 27 minutes. Come on. Oh, maybe we should have gone down there just to be safe. All right, let's see. How's he doing? 6 more minutes until he recovers. Okay, so I think when we change position, we will in fact be healed. But that's another hour, so we're going to go ahead and call it today. Yeah, with any luck, we will... well, we might just check out this threshold event on the horizon and maybe get away from the encroaching army. So if you do want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.